Hello, everybody. This is the interview after the Engage seminar from today, Thursday, the 24th of February. And we have Massimo Scalvenzi, who works at the Chief Innovation and Technology Office of Leonardo. And he will answer some questions that his speech inspired, and this will help you understand what happened today if you weren't here. So thank you, Massimo, for being here. And the first question I would like to ask you, given that you described how the assessment of technologies and their development over time happens within Leonardo, is if you can make two examples of technologies that in the past, let's say one was an overachiever, so turned out to be more influential and more important than what your plans anticipated, and another one which, on the contrary, did the opposite. So went from high expectation to low return over maybe a long period of time, of course.
Thank you, Giovanni. And yes, well, let me say, it's not easy to answer to these questions because it's a tricky element. But if I have to consider one technology that it's been really important and still really important for our business, one of them, and one that maybe at the beginning maybe wasn't considered so important, are technologies related to the composite material development. They've always been important for us, for defense products and civil products, but they emerged to become very, very important, for instance, for our involvement in the 787 program. As you know, it's a civil aircraft, all or almost all made of composite material. So that's been really an important development for us that brought Leonardo to create, for instance, one new site in Grottaglie, in Puglia, Italy. So this is a very important element. So I wouldn't say that at the beginning we didn't think it would have been an important one, but maybe not so important. If I have to see one other that maybe could become important like this in the future, is certification by simulation. That could enable us to save a lot of time in the certification processes of our product. If I have to consider technologies that maybe, let's say, didn't make it or didn't reveal themselves to be so important, are some technologies related to software development. But the issue is more related to the fact that there the life cycle is shorter. The technology there runs out quite quickly, as we know, and also there are other sectors that maybe are bringing their new technologies, and so there I think it's a bit more difficult to catch up. Doesn't mean that we are not good, doesn't mean that we do not develop technologies and software, but those technologies maybe are too difficult to become so important for the revenues that they can bring to us in the products.
Okay. Thank you very much. And if I can ask you just a very short one.
Absolutely.
Is what can you think is a technology that is not there yet, but very close to becoming, to reaching the highest technology readiness level that you described earlier in your talk?
Well, it's depending on if we are talking about Leonardo products or if we're talking more in general. I would prefer to talk about the impact on Leonardo products, considering that some of our products have a very long development time. When we talk to flying platforms like helicopters or an aircraft, it takes maybe 5 to 10 years to develop it and to put it in the market. So if I consider what could be the breakthrough, let's say, I think again here, electrification could be a very important element for our products, helicopters, but also aircraft. And let me add another one, as before. I think that artificial intelligence as a widespread deployed technology could become a game changer for us. Not only for the customers, but also for us in the way in which we develop our product. So it's twofold in this case. Okay, so I see these two elements as the possible new elements that maybe now are still at quite low TRL, but that could become in a reasonable amount of time important and to be inserted in many of our products and systems and services.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for answering these questions and for speaking today at Engaged. It's been a pleasure having you, and we hope you will come again to talk at our.
Sure, and thank you for the opportunity that you gave me for this short interview and for the Engaged seminar just before.